This is Jerry Show, and today we have the Holy Stone. This is the X300. This is FPV, which means I can put my smart device in here. I actually have the iPhone 6 here, and I can watch. This has a camera built into it right here, and I can watch exactly what the camera is seeing directly on my iPhone 6 while I'm flying around, so that's pretty neat. Now, like I said, it is a built-in camera, and real quick, let's take a look around this thing. We have an on-off switch here on the top, and when we turn it on, you can see we have the lights here on the bottom. Now, this little guy right here is the transmitter. This is what is connected to the camera, and it transmits the signal to your smart device so you can view what the quadcopter is seeing. So under that, we do have a place for the battery, and 2 batteries are included with this. Let me go ahead and shut it off, and I'll pull out the battery. There's plenty of room here to tuck these cables down. I actually did a pretty good job at tucking it down there, but I do have another battery right here. So these are 3.7 volts. They are 750 milliamp hours. You'll get about 10 minutes of fly time, which is really good. And this thing is such a stable flyer. I was just blown away how stable it was flown. But it comes with these 2 batteries. Then we have the chargers right here. So to charge your battery, you plug this into USB. This will turn red, and then you'll plug your battery in. The red light will go away. Once that red light turns back on, which is about an hour and a half, then you'll go ahead and unplug it and you'll be good to go again. So we'll go ahead and move on here. I'll just buckle that thing back on the bottom. Now let's talk about the bottom, the rubber feet. The rubber feet do a really good job at, when it lands, it doesn't really bounce around, it will stick. We do have extra set of propellers that come with this. We have the reds are the front, the blacks are the back, and they throw in a pair of safety glasses, or I call them sunglasses, which is awesome because I'm always forgetting my sunglasses. So now I have an extra pair, so when I go out and fly on those sunny days, I'll be able to see. But real quick, let's look at the transmitter. The transmitter does run off 3 AA batteries that are not included. I'll go ahead and turn it on here. And now there's 3 different modes when you're flying with this. We have like a beginner, and then a intermediate, and then a advanced. And you can see that right here, beginner, intermediate, advanced. Okay, and you go through the 3 different modes just like that. And then this little control here, this is something new that I'm not really familiar with seeing before, but what this actually does is it gives it kind of more of a boost. So if you're hovering there, and I'll show you that here in a second, but when you mess with this, it goes up and down. It will give you more of a thrust. So that's pretty neat. We have like the trims and the normal locations, and then we have these adjustments here, which I'm not sure exactly what they do, but when you put them like this, there's different ways to fly, whether you want it to always go in the middle like that, or if you want it to go up, down. Then there's this one where I like to fly it, and you can control how it's going. And when you move around on these sticks, it's hard to explain. There's like little clicky noises, and I think that's good because it gives you better precise control over the quadcopter, and you can get some really fine, crazy flying with this. It works really good. And then we have this button down here. It's the I know I'm gonna say it wrong. It's the AEROBLADE, and this thing just makes the controls, I don't know if it's for right-handers or something. But the controls get all messed up, for me at least, and then I just switch it and just fly in mode 2. But enough with that. I want to show you how the FPV works. So I will turn on the transmitter, I'll turn on the quadcopter, and go up and down, and we'll be paired now. But now what I want to do is I want to go and open up my phone, and I'll have to download the app, but I've already had it downloaded. It's called the MjxR C400. So I'll open that up, and this might take about 30 seconds or so to do, but it might start working now. Let's see here, because this has to turn on, and it takes a second for it to start. And as soon as it starts, you'll be able to see it on here. And I just want to double check, you do want to go into your settings, and you connect to this via Wi-Fi. So I'll go in there, and that was my issue. It was not connected to that via Wi-Fi. So now I'm connected there Wi-Fi. I'll go back to the app, and now I can just open it up, click on monitor, and I should have, oops, there we go, the Wi-Fi light's on, and there we go, I got picture. So now I can fly, I can see I'm programmed, and you see I can fly around. So now there's record buttons right on the app. I can start recording, I can stop recording, I can take a picture, and then there's a folder which I can go into and see my previously played albums. Check that out. Pretty cool. Now also with this app, I can go back here. Let's go back again and back again. We have the 180, so I can flip it upside down. Say if your phone was in locked mode or for whatever reason you need to flip that upside down, you can always do that. And now I want to talk about some of the tricks on this. We can do flips with this, and it also does have a built-in headless mode, which allows beginners to fly these things super easy. But real quickly, I'll talk about the flips. Now the flips they're in the beginner and intermediate, and you can do them in advanced mode as well. But in advanced mode, actually whatever way you push the left and right or front, if you go full throttle or full stick in any direction, it will actually do a flip that way. But if you're not in the advanced, you would go down to, let's say, beginner here. You would just push the right button like that and then push the throttle whatever way you want to do a flip. Now, let's talk about an exciting mode. This is headless mode. And headless mode allows it no matter which way the orientation of the quadcopter is. Here, I'll put the phone here so you can kind of see it respond there in real time. But whatever way it flies, no matter what, it will always go forward, backward, as you're doing on the controls. And I'll show you how to enter that mode right now. You'll hold down on this right trigger for 2 seconds, and we want to wait and listen for a beep. And once we hear that beep, it's actually going to keep blinking like that, and it will blink down there, and now we are in headless mode. And I think I have a bad battery in there, or a dead battery in there. Let me go ahead and switch out these batteries real quick. I had one full and one empty. Okay, there we go. So now I'm going to have to restart everything very quickly here. So let me go ahead and turn on transmitter, and then I'll go ahead and pair it just like that. And this is going to, like I said, take a second to refresh, but it's already picking up that it's on. And now I want to go into the headless mode. And when you do the headless mode, you want to start with the quadcopter pointed like it would be lined up. So the forward is lined up forward, right, left. Okay, and then we hold down on the right trigger like this until we hear that noise. And once we hear that noise, and it will also be blink and stick mod 2, will be in headless mode. So no matter which way we go, okay, so I'm forward there, I switched it this way. Now forward will still be forward, see? And even if I switch it backwards like this, forward is still forward. Hope you see how that works there. So that's how headless mode works. And when you're in headless mode, let's say you get up far and away and then all of a sudden something happens, well, you can hit this button right here and it will make the quadcopter come back to you. So you can have it come back to you. Let's see if I go back here, I'm gonna do it. It's gonna happen really quick, but here we go. See how it just kind of shoots back? Well, I'm holding the transmitter right there, but if I were to hold it right here, I'm gonna go up, hit the button, and see how it just comes right towards the transmitter. So that's a good way to kind of save yourself just in case it's going to fly out of range. So there you go. There's the Holy Stone X300. I'm definitely impressed with this. This is one of the stablest quadcopters I have flown, and with the FPV built-in camera, it just makes it one heck of a deal. So I'll go ahead and put a link in the description, but that's that, and thanks for watching.